28th. I'm Steve Erickson. The City of Coon Rapids will give out more than $1 million in grants to small businesses in the area. Many have been hit hard by the pandemic and are struggling to stay afloat. CTN's Jennifer Anderson met with some local businesses to see how they're surviving.
When you are shut down to nothing, it dwindles pretty fast.
Cheers Pablo is usually a place that lifts spirits. Owner Deb Mogelson is trying to hang on to that, but COVID-19 is a weight that is hard to lift.
I'm a positive person. I'm expecting it to get better, but it has been very difficult. I cry every day. I cry every day because the emotions, the stress of it all, it's overwhelming sometimes.
The studio was forced to close in the spring and since reopening still hasn't reached even 30% of its usual capacity.
It's not looking good. It's really not. I'm 4 or 5 months behind on my rent. I've stopped with some of my utilities. It's been very difficult, very difficult.
It's very exhausting. It's straining. It's coming to work every day and not knowing what to expect, how clients are going to feel.
Stacy Smith is relieved some customers are slowly returning, but she and other self-employed hairstylists at Salons by JC say that recovery is a long way off.
Some have left, they can't afford it. Some are struggling to stay here. So we got shut down with no warning and no funds. Never in my life have I been told I can't go to work and you can't make a living. So that's a hard one to swallow when you're self-employed as a hairstylist.
A new grant program in Coon Rapids could offer some relief. Businesses in the city with 100 or fewer employees that can show the pandemic has hurt their bottom line can apply to receive $15,000 to $30,000 to help pay for things like rent, utilities, and payroll.
It's really our intent to fund as many of these businesses as possible.
Coon Rapids has set aside $1.6 million for the program. The grants will be funded from money the city received as part of the CARES Act, the federal government's COVID relief package.
While it's been a challenging time for local government, it's been an especially challenging time for small businesses. So it was very important for us to use a good portion of those funds to go back into the community and to assist small businesses with kind of the extreme circumstances they've been dealing with.
Pay my rent, pay my utilities.
Deb Mogelson is already gathering her paperwork so she can apply for a relief grant September 1st.
People come in and say, don't close, because they really enjoy it. So I'm just trying to keep it together.
For Community Update, I'm Jennifer Anderson.
The city must spend the money by November 15th and has partnered with the Central Minnesota Development Company to administer the grants. To be eligible, a business must have a bricks and mortar location in Coon Rapids, owned by a permanent Minnesota resident, in good standing with the state, current on property taxes, and able to demonstrate financial hardship due to the pandemic. The application process is open online from September 1st through the 18th at coonrapidsmn.gov/business grants.